What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video tutorial. So in this video, which is our very first exemplary video on how to create your own quotes on PIXELLAB. So in this particular video, we'll be learning how to create our own quotes, and just like every other design, we'll start from scratch to make this design. So what you want to do immediately, is hide this, and then we come here. Then let's just delete this. Right, come here and delete it. So we want to create a quote design that says, all right, we talk about what you have learned in the previous class. So how do you create your first background? All right, so I'll show you how to create a background very quickly. What you need to do is to first of all come here and select a texture or a pattern background. Alright, so this is a wavy pattern background. You can just type it on your Google and you find it. So we want to use something like this now as our pattern design. You can select it. Then for colors, let's change this background black color to a suitable color. If you have watched the previous video on introduction to PIXELLAB, you would know how to change the background color. So we come to this point, come to colors. You can pick any of the colors you have here, or we can get a gradient color. So selecting a gradient color, you just come here, then select a gradient color. You can just pick this particular point, come to this particular point, you pick one of the colors there. All right, you select it, maybe you give it let's use a blue, deep blue. And then you come to this other one here, all right, and then you pick it and you give that one, select the color for that one, or give that one maybe a dark blue. All right, dark blue and the deep blue, and we can just disperse it more like this. Yeah, then you go and you press OK. All right, so once you have this is a background. You can use this wavy template here to, I want this watermark not to show, so you can zoom it a whole lot up. All right, and then once you have done that, you come here and you padlock it so it doesn't move. Then you go to select it, you come back here, go to opacity. Yes, then you reduce the background. All right, this opacity, you can reduce the background. Then you have something like this. All right, you successfully created a not so plain background. Right, so now that you have this, you come here, come up here, and you add a shape. You can use a shape like this or like this. All right, so we're about to create a quote design, a very simple quote design. Once you're done, you come to this point and you centralize it. If you want to still edit this shape, you come back to this edit shape, then you increase the radius. Let's do 10. Right, increase radius to 10. You can also reduce the size or increase the size depending on what you want to do, the size of what you want to do. All right, so once you've done that, you do OK, and then you select another shape. This time around, we're going to pick a circle. So you come to this point, you select circle, and yes, you can just have that here or here or here. All right, so once you have that, let's just give that circle a color, say yellow. All right, I'll mark it good. So once you have done that, you can also give the circle like a stroke. You come to select stroke, enable it. You can make that stroke to be this sky blue, and you can increase the font. You can increase the size to say 7. Alright, so that's it. So now we will add our text to it. Alright, so you can see in this text, import your text now, and what you can write here is let's say points or keynotes or key points from the recipe for great design class, recipe for great designs bootcamp. All right, yes, so you can use that. It's quite long, but I'll just show you. You can also reduce that, then give it color, and give it the color here, and give it the color as, say, black. Let's use black. So you bring it down here, then you come to font, select a nice font for it. So you can use any of the fonts. You can either use come to font, select a very easy to read font. Alright, so let's use this one, this Germany black. Let's use this Geomaster. Alright, so you have that. You can increase the size so it's clear enough to see. Alright, so then recipe, except from the recipe for great design bootcamp. Alright, so what I learned. Then you can also edit this font. You go to align and centralize it so it's like this. Alright, then you duplicate this to now create your points. So you can come here and say point 1. Alright, so once you're done, you select a different font for it, and you can also increase that font to you can also increase the font, change the font size to something better. Yep, so you can change the font size. Geomanist black is what we're using, so you can find a different Geomanist black there. I think you saw it here, so go and look for that Geomanist black. Yeah, we'll select a lighter font for it. Okay. Can also change the fonts to something like this. So right, so if this is not aligning well, you can actually just go get some quotes from here. Alright, just get some quotes from here. Okay, so make sure you padlock this so it doesn't move. Padlock this also, so we are working just on this one. So you can just go there and put in your points. Point 1, point 1, what you learned for the class. Okay, I don't know why this thing is disturbing me. Right, so what you learned for the class, point 1 and 2, like that, point 2, like that. What you learned for the class, you write it down here. Point 3, what you learned from the class, you write it down there too. Point 4, what you learned from the class, you write it down there. Point 5, what you learned from the class, you write it down, and then okay it. Then you can just bring that to the side or to the center. Alright, so let's get all our jobs centralized. Centralize this. Come here, centralize this. Right, your fonts, you also centralize it. Go to A, centralize. And then for this one, you can also choose to centralize it. Yes, you can choose to centralize it also. Right, centralize it. So once you're done with that, these are your code. These are the things you've learned from the Creat Design Bootcamp. Alright, Creat Designs Bootcamp. Alright, once you're done with that, you can then also duplicate this, and maybe you write down your name there. Alright, so you have Eugene Dozie. Alright, so you change the color of fonts to white. Alright, so once you've done that, you also centralize it. Yeah, centralize it. Make sure your font is very well balanced. Centralize it. Right, then next you can change the texture of this yellow face. You can come here and edit it to put in your face. How do you do that? You come to texture, then you select an image that has your face. You select an image that has your face on it. Right, you can come to come to WhatsApp images, select this. Right, you want to focus on where your face is alone, so you try to crop so that it can see just your face. Right, and you okay that you see is there. So once that is done, you can simply, if it is not showing well, if the crop picture is not showing well, you can still go back and to texture, and then you enable it well so it can balance out to your face. Alright, so you can balance out to your face and give that good texture of your face. Also, to give it more presence, you go to shadow. Yes, go to shadow, put it on, and then you can just bring the shadow down a little bit. Alright, so that's the design for a simple code design. One more thing, this can also be brought down a little bit so it is not so clogged up. Yeah, good. So once that is done, I've successfully created your first code design. Alright, to add more spice to it, you can duplicate this and then let's put a column here. Yep, and make that a white color. Make that a white color. Then you come and increase the size. You can increase the size and just drag it. If it's refusing to drag, use the centralization tool and bring it to where you want it to go. Right, or you use the navigation tool to navigate it to where you want it to be. Alright, so just take that somewhere here as a way of spicing the design up. And bring it here. Make it a black color so it comes out as a way of contrast. Yeah, just by way of coating this design up. So this is how to make a very simple code design. Alright, code design on PIXELLAB. So if you have watched to this point, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you get updates for more videos. Now if you have watched to this point, try and replicate this, get creative, do yours and submit in the class so we can, you know, correct and see where you'll be needing to work on. All right, so that is just a video for the first video for our class, first assignment. So once you're done with this, you save the job. All right, you save the job. I'm feeling like this should come a little bit to the side. All right, yeah. All right, then what you need to do now is to save the job. I save the project as quote design, and like I said in the introduction class to PIXELLAB, after you finish saving the code design, make sure you go back like this before you press OK. Then when you want to save your job, you can just press, you can save with PNG and Ultra for high quality, but depending on the size you want to print on, you just follow the size you want to print on. But since it's just a code design, you can save like this, and once you save, you're good to go. All right, see you in our next one, guys. Peace out. All right, so quickly for the quote element that you just add here, this text quote 2 that you just add above, how to get it, you just quickly get to your font and then you go and look for this font. All right, gratis is the name of the font. You go, I think it's way down, or just on your own in case you can't find the gratis, you just have to explore, find and search for the quote that would look quote like, at least the one that has the closest looks to a quote like stuff. Okay, so this is this, and this is for this. All right, so this is for the gratis. Once you select gratis, you press OK, and then you have a quote like this. Then you just enhance the font to a very remarkable point, and you see we are observing the alignment process here. You can see these two are aligned. You can see that the design is quite balanced. All right, so that is how you check. As you do the design, you make sure that all the principles and notes to be taken, principles are like the notes you take, so all of them are being respected in each design you make. So that is it for this design, guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.